Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft episode. This tutorial was highly requested, and guys, it is the creeper farm. So I made a 1.17 creeper farm, guys. It looks very classic. The resources are pretty much easy to get because it's just trapdoors and buttons. This is what the main resources are. Guys, it gets you some pretty good amounts of gunpowder. You can even use looting 3 to increase those numbers. This is what I got sitting here with 1 hour and with looting 3. So guys, almost 5 stacks of gunpowder. This is extremely good. I really recommend you building this in your survival world. Let's stop talking and let's get into building. These are all the items that you're gonna need, so we're gonna go through them very quickly. You're gonna need 2 chests, 4 hoppers, 4 pistons, 1 trident, at least 1 trident. You can get even more, which would be even better. 8 observers, 1 lever, a total of 76 stone brick stairs or any stairs, 2 water buckets for an infinite water source, and 7 slabs. Guys, we're gonna need 3 stacks and 29 trapdoors for every layer, guys. This works with layers. You can build as many layers as you want, but for 1 layer, we're gonna need 3 stacks, 29 any trapdoors, and a stack of buttons. We're also gonna have to make the roof spawn proof. So either you use leaves, or use slabs, or use torches. I really recommend torches because you don't need to put a torch on every block. You can just scatter them around. So I really recommend using torches. Of course, it's optional. You can use glass to make it look better, and a lot of building blocks, not just a stack. You're gonna need much more. First step, and probably the most important one, guys, you're gonna have to find an ocean and go to the bottom, and we're gonna be building up until we reach position 100. So just keep building up. And as you can see, my height is 100 right now. Once that's done, we're gonna be building a small platform to stand on. So build a 6x4 platform. This is gonna be enough. You can obviously put ladders here so you can access it more easily, or if you have an elytra, then you can just remove all of these blocks. We're gonna count 3 blocks and remove these 2 blocks and place 2 chests. Place 2 hoppers on top of them, and 2 hoppers behind, so we have 3 blocks here and 1 block of space in here. Now I really recommend it, guys, remove these 4 blocks and we're gonna put slabs instead so we can still access the chest, and put 2 slabs on these hoppers. As you can see, I can still access the chest while we have the trident killer. Now it's simple, just make a ring around these hoppers with any block. Now we're going to build the trident killer, so guys, it's very simple. 1 piston here, 1 piston here, 1 piston here, and 1 piston here. Take your observers and we're gonna do this weird mechanic. Go to every piston and do this. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And now place an observer facing every single piston on the side, just like I'm doing right here. At the end, you should end up with something like this. Now take your lever, place it on any piston and activate it. So you can either activate it or turn it on. You can do whatever you want. Now we're gonna build 15 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15. As you can see, now this is 15 blocks. If you are confused on how to count, as you can see, my position is 102, and on top it should be 117. So a total of 15 blocks added, just in case you're getting confused. So now we're gonna do the same thing for all of this block, so we have a really large tunnel. Now this is where I'm gonna be using my glass, so I'm just gonna put it on the front, guys. You don't have to, you can just put glass, normal blocks, sorry. But a glass makes it look more elegant and you can see them falling, which is extremely pleasing to watch. So you should end up with something like this. Now go to the top, we're gonna go to any side and add 7 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In case you're confused, with this block added, you should end up with 8 in total, as you can see here. So now just do it for every side. Now we're gonna use these lines as a marcation, so now we're just gonna link them up with blocks. And guys, you know where I'm going with this. You're just gonna fill it up so we have a nice square. Next step is very easy. We're gonna go to any end, place a block, place another block. You can remove this block because it's temporary. And now we're gonna make a ring around this big square. After you've done this, we're gonna take our stairs and we're gonna put them on top. Guys, make sure they're facing the hole, so don't put them like that or anything like this. So just, you know, align them perfectly so you would look something like this. And perfect, this is looking very clean. The next step is gonna require a lot of water, so what I recommend doing, do blocks like this so you have a 4 blocks a hole in the middle. We're gonna place a water bucket here, and now we have an infinite water source, so you can use it as many times as you can. And once you're done with it, just cover it up like this. and remove these blocks. So yeah, because we're gonna be using a lot of water, so just, you know, quick tip, you know. Sorry for that awkward moment. So now just take the water and we're gonna place it in every stair, just like I'm doing here, and it should perfectly stop in this hole if you've done it correctly, of course. So now just put a water bucket on every stair. As you can see, it's looking very perfect. All the water stops in here, so pretend I'm a creeper, even though I don't look like one. So now I'm just gonna go slowly but surely into this hole where I will die of tridents. The next step is really where it gets very serious and a bit confusing, so I really want you to focus on what I'm about to do. Go to any corner, we're gonna go inside the water. As you can see, guys, we're gonna leave these 4 blocks, and then we're gonna place a block here. So here we have 2 diagonal blocks or 4 blocks, whatever you can call it, but as you can see, there is this 4 block gap, and then we're gonna place this block here and just build it 4 blocks up. I'm sorry. Now from that top block, we're gonna go 14 more blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14. So in total, it should be 15 blocks, as you can see. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14. So we have a 15 by 15 square. Now we're just gonna do these lines, guys. It should be easy because you already have the marcations. So let's just build this square, as you can see here. You can obviously remove these temporary blocks because we don't need them anymore. And now this part is a bit satisfying, or whatever you're gonna call it. We're gonna leave 1 block and we're gonna make a strip of blocks just like I'm doing. Leave 1 block and do it. So yeah, just keep doing this for this whole platform and I'll be back. You should end up something looking perfect, no additional lines or anything, so you should end up something like looking like this. Now we're gonna do the same thing but for the opposite side. So we're gonna leave 1 block and put a block, and basically we're gonna make a line until we have a lot of these 1 block gaps. So just do it for all of this square. As you can see, it looks like this. Now we're gonna go to these edges and we're gonna place a trapdoor at every block, guys, as you can see here, and we're gonna obviously close them. So do it for all of this side and then do it for all of the other sides as well. So you should end up with a platform looking like this with these trapdoors at every side. Now we're gonna go to each of these holes, we're gonna place a trapdoor and obviously close it again. Or you can say open it because it makes more sense. So just put it in every hole, as you can see I'm doing here, and just open them. It doesn't matter what sides they're facing, but they're just opened like this. As you can see, in every hole I have a trapdoor. Next, now we're gonna take our buttons and we're gonna go to a corner and place 1 button here. Leave 1 block, place a button, leave 1 block, place a button. So we do it for all of this platform, and what you do to this side, just do the same thing. Leave 1 block and place another button. So just keep doing it until you have all of this platform covered. Boom, this is what you should end up with. Now what you're gonna do, we're gonna go to this platform, we're gonna place 3 blocks up, remove these 2 bottom blocks, and we're basically gonna do the same layer, but this time don't do the trapdoors because I'm gonna explain it later. So just do the same thing, and obviously make sure you have the holes as well. And now this is up to you. You can either do 1 layer, and we're gonna talk about the layers now. So in this farm that I showed earlier, it has 6 layers and it produces 5 stacks of gunpowder, almost 5 stacks of gunpowder each hour. So don't do 1 layer, don't be lazy, guys. I really recommend building a lot of layers so you would have gunpowder for days and you don't need to build another one in the future, or until Mojang fixes mob spawning, of course. But yeah, I recommend not building only 1 layer. Don't be lazy, get as many gunpowder as you want. So I really recommend 5, 4, or 6. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go for 5 to showcase it in here. So what are you gonna do now? We're gonna enter this platform here, and every block that doesn't have a button nor a trapdoor, we're gonna crouch and place a trapdoor just on top of our head. So do it for all of this platform. So you would end up with a checkerboard kind of pattern. I don't know if I can call it like that, but yeah, just every block that doesn't have a button or a trapdoor, just place it on top like this. So you should end up with a pattern looking like this. Now we're gonna do the same thing that we did here and do it as many times as you want. So for me, I'm gonna do it 5 times. So the same thing, we're gonna be placing the buttons in here. We're gonna also doing the trapdoors in here, the trapdoors inside, and obviously make a roof and add these trapdoors on top. So guys, do it as much times as you want. Basically, I'm gonna do it 5 times. So see you in a bit. And boom, everybody, I'm finally done. You're probably seeing 6 layers and I'm probably confused, but this isn't a layer. This is the roof for this layer. So as you can see, guys, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 layers like this. So if you've done it correctly, you're gonna always have these holes in the middle. So for the top layer, or it's basically the roof, we're gonna cover those holes up because it needs to be very dark in here. So just cover all of these holes on the top roof basically. So now as you can see, I have a roof and I still have these trapdoors. So if you don't have these trapdoors on your roof on this final layer, you need to do them again. So just every block that doesn't have a button or a trapdoor, just put one on top of your head. So this is what you should end up with, a roof with these trapdoors and 5 spawnable layers. Now obviously the roof is very small, so we're gonna make it even bigger. So go to any corner, we're gonna go 10 blocks out, so 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go back to the same corner, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. And now we're gonna link these 2 lines, as you can see like this, and we're gonna do it on all of the 4 sides. So yeah, now we're just gonna make a giant roof using these 2 markations. It should be, if my math is correct, 35 by 35 blocks, so just fill it all up so we have a giant roof. So as you can see, I have this giant roof, and this is what you should end up with. So as you can see, we already have some creepers spawning, which is extremely great because it shows that the farm is actually working, but we're still not done. We have to spawn proof this roof. Either cover it up with slabs, which is extremely hard, I don't recommend it. You can also use leaves, which is a bit easier to get, or you can just put massive amount of torches, which is even better because you don't have to put a torch at every block. You can just scatter them around. So just take some torches and start spreading them around. You don't have to place one at every block. It doesn't have to be really precise. Just scatter as many as you can. So I think this looks pretty good. And make sure to light up the bottom part so we don't have mobs spawning here in the bottom, which would obviously ruin the farm. We are nearly done now. We just have 2 adjustments, guys. Go to the bottom. We're gonna remove this block and we're gonna place a slab here so we still get the XP from the creepers if you want to use it as an XP farm. And now you just put in the trident in the trident killer, so just boom, place it on top of any piston or hopper. As you can see, we have some creepers spawning already, so I'm gonna put 3. You can put as many as you want. 1 is enough, of course. And just flick this lever, and now you can just admire your work. Well, good job, dude. You built all of this. So yeah, guys, this is extremely worth it because you get gunpowder, which is extremely useful for rockets and a lot of other stuff basically. So I really recommend it, building you one of these. As you can see, we have creepers spawning. Let me just show you what's happening on top. So these are the platform. As you can see, one just spawned. He's just gonna walk around until he basically falls into one of these holes. Guys, make sure you have a trapdoor in every hole so you make sure that they're gonna actually be falling down there. That's what I mean. So yeah, guys, I think this is it for today. I hope you guys like this simple, I guess, not very simple, but extremely efficient creeper farm tutorial. So everybody, thank you for watching today's episode. The support level on the channel have been really down. My channel is, I'm not afraid to say it, my channel is basically dying just because I'm not uploading videos. It's obviously my fault, but yeah, can you show me some support in this video? Do whatever you want, you know, a like would help, or whatever you can do, okay? I'm not gonna force you to do anything. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's episode. I really appreciate everybody that's been with me since the beginning of my journey. Really appreciate you guys. So yeah, it's been me, Matstop, yeah boy. Bye bye.